Welcome back to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. I hope you're well and staying blessed, enjoying life wherever you are. This is a Capricorn season read for my fire signs. So if you do have Sagittarius, Leo, Aries highly aspected, this read is for you. Welcome to your general. If you'd like to book with me, that information is in the description box below. Fire signs. We're going to go ahead and get into your read. Nine of Cups. Beautiful first card. If you're new here, my first row represents the recent past. Second row represents current energy for the season. The third row represents the future Capricorn. I don't know what Capricorn means. The third row represents your future outcome, was what I was attempting to say. Outcome. We'll grab two clarifying cards at the very end. All right, fire signs. I love you dearly. Let's get into it today. Got a lot of fire signs in my life. They're always exciting, passionate beings for the most part. Or at least I find them to be. Okay. So my fire signs. Recent past, if this is going to resonate for you. Nine of Cups. King of Swords. The Empress. This is like having emotional stability in a way. Like the Nine of Cups is like a way of, like this emotional stability is a way of like you just know you've got it all. Like all 9 cups represent something that that gives you emotional stability and like true fulfillment. With the King of Swords, you're being incredibly logical and thinking with your heart, or excuse me, your head over your heart about maintaining like a level of like luxury in your life is what I want to say. With Empress, you could be making sure that you maintain emotional stability in a way that creates with someone in your life that you see as Empress. You might be, you could be with a Taurus, but I'm more so getting that you view this person as the divine feminine to your divine masculine, or you to view them as the divine masculine to your divine feminine. And you're being very logical about this kind of like relationship, fire signs, about how it creates emotional stability and why that this person's incredibly nurturing and like apparently allows you to kind of create a lot of like peace and stability in your life. You could be currently going through something in terms of money where you're like, you just don't, like, you have some sort of lack. You could be insecure with money. You could be going through low resources or poverty, or like low job income, and it's creating kind of like a burden in your life with this Ten of Wands. It could be like the Ten of Wands could be a recognition of like you have responsibilities, and this kind of like not having enough resource is creating a burden in your life ultimately. And the King of Pentacles, beautiful. I could be speaking to a divine masculine. This is the second row with the king, and this is actually quite prominent in the Capricorn reads. It's been numerology and like lots of kings and queens in the reads. So you've got the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles appearing. My beautiful fire signs. So where you have emotional stability in the recent past, and it seems like you also have like romantic love and like fraternal or friendship, fraternal love could be like just very prominent in your life, but resources is a struggle in your current and like it's creating a lot of stress. But there's some sort of abundance coming in, like major abundance with money, where you're going to be able to kind of provide and follow. If you want to be a provider, like if you're a masculine and you want to be a provider, like that's something that is coming in for you. It's in the current energy, if this is resonating for you. So like this is like you coming into money, you coming into a new career that creates like really wealth for you. The opposite of that Five of Pentacles energy of lack, right? So you've got for your future row, you have the Eight of Cups, which is interesting for your final row, personal opinion. You've got the Knight of Cups. And the Death card. That's interesting. So you do not have a lot of numerology here, actually. But you do have two Kings. And I'm going to grab your clarifying cards before I say anything else. One clarifying card. Two clarifying card. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So not only do you have a double king, but you have a pair. That's been super popular as well for this Capricorn season, which I think this is the second general read with the couple pairing being the actual King and Queen of Pentacles. This is an Earth season, so I just find that very interesting that's going that way. Of course, I am very much into shuffling, so I don't know how and the other cards aren't necessarily repeating, so it's just interesting how it's playing out. Okay, fire signs, sorry, my babble. So if this is resonating for you, we will go over the future row and your clarifying cards at the very end. We are going to talk about how the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is your overall energy for this entire read. So we're going to go ahead and apply it to your recent past and your current energy. She represents like creature comforts and practicality, being kind of like secure in money. So it's interesting because like you like in your first row, so your recent past, you're like truly feeling stable and like thinking very logically about like a relationship, about how you're stable in this relationship, about how you're stable in other situations in your life, and how you really kind of have it like all together for the most part. In the current energy, you could be building something, like you could be building a career, you could be building a business, if it's like a technical line of work, you could be building skills, right, towards being a good technician or a good whatever your line of work is. So yeah, I think with the Queen of Pentacles, that's absolutely what it is. It's like you might not have what you want with money right now, and it could be as severe as not being able to pay bills, as not having like the lack at all, being very and the like complete lack. It could simply be that you don't have everything that you want and you have a lot of responsibilities, so that's why you can't necessarily afford what you want, and you know that, and you're trying to create change and manifest it in a way that I think you can with the Queen and King right there. You know, like it's like your lack is going to end. You're going to come to a place of abundance ultimately, and it's kind of like a swift thing coming in for you, fire signs. So for your future, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Death card. Major change taking place, transitioning, moving away from things that you like feel are lacking, that don't create wealth in your life. If you it's interesting that you have the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups in this read. It's like something happens where you move away from this situation of lack. And it's really truly what you wish. Like with this 9 of Cups, it's like it's the dreams coming true kind of a night. He is emotional stability, and he's bringing that in his cup as a gift to whoever he's gifting it to. And then you also have the Death card. So that is representing metamorphosis, change. So it's like you could be growing, you know, like your business could be growing, your career could be growing, you could be growing these skill sets. And it's really like creating major change in your life because you're able to create more for yourself. And that's ultimately what you seem to be worried about. Does that make sense, fire signs? So like you are super focused in your future on continuing this growth pattern and moving away from lack. Like you're going, okay, so as I learn about these responsibilities and they're very burdensome for me, I recognize that after a while they are no longer burdensome. In fact, they become incredibly easy to deal with, and I can become incredibly abundant and generous with my abundance as I continue to grow my skill sets. So I feel like you're really like seriously just there, and you're focused on growth in your future because of it. So let's look at your clarifying cards just to see fire signs. So you do have the 7 of Cups and the Justice card. I feel like there is a warning here of don't get so stuck in searching for purpose that you kind of like miss your chance to perform or miss your chance to give, provide, participate. Okay, that makes sense. So, random weird warning. I don't know if that even applies to everyone. And remember, when watching tarot, if it doesn't apply to you, like if you don't feel like it applies to you, then it doesn't apply. And another random thing, I don't know why I'm bringing this up in the fire sign read, but like if it's an intuitive thought, it'll bring you peace. If it's an intrusive thought, it will bring you anxiety. So like, I don't know who needs to fucking, excuse my language, hear that, but like, if you're like stuck in a constant loop of like searching for purpose or trying to like find meaning in things, it can lead to you not being present and therefore not really being able to participate, and the cause and effect of that might not be what you want it to be. So as you're like dreaming and trying to focus on what you want and how to build what you want with your skill sets, just remember that like that's what this is, right? This is a learning journey, and as you continue to learn with your responsibilities and grow, my beautiful fire signs, you will search for more purpose. You'll search for more things will become of interest to you and like kind of like have meaning for you, and that is a beautiful thing. It's just part of life. It is the pattern that we all kind of just, or the path I should say, that we all walk. So while you're taking on these new responsibilities and this new growth kind of appears for you, and it seems like this is very much a career read for pretty much everyone. Just remember to not get distracted. So like don't have too many interests when it comes to making money to the point that you like get burnt out and aren't doing like your tasks well or aren't fulfilling your schedule on time. Make sure that you're really focused on doing everything well, because like as Dre says, right? It's quality over quantity every time. All right, I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed the read, and I'll see you in the next one.